Was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yards on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the carry, Charbonnet. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Running right, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 38.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's Walker. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And off here to Walker. They find some open field here. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Now a run with Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Walker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 147 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Here's Walker. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 27. Harrison Butker to kick off 14th.
Butker now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson Smith-Njigba and his offense ready to go once more here. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
2nd down and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just... Out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Charbonnet looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Charbonnet, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Darnold. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff, Smith. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, big plays have been the story so far into this 3rd quarter. They have really been running wild this whole ball game, and there's another example right there on the touchdown run.
And their execution has been exceptional, especially for a team that's played with great pace. They've controlled the tempo, played how they've wanted to, and they're having their way right now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jermon McCoy. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Darnold. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. It's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
13 yards.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Seahawks 37.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make. Halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Smith. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Smith up the middle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw out wide to Walker. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have made... Game again here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Smith. Shedding the tackle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashard Smith, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Harrison
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Butker now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
it's a foot race. Big strides, look at him go. And he is in for Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 67 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll begin with a handoff to Smith. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff to Smith. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back because they forced an important 3 and out.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop it. I like the confidence he showed.
And the result here, a pick. With 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
And going right back to Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a give to Smith. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A first down carry for Smith. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down and 3. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.